Have you ever looked up at a bird soaring through the sky and thought, that's a bit suspicious? Maybe you've wondered what they're really up to, gliding so effortlessly above us. No? Well, some people do, and not just a few, but a surprisingly large number of people. There's a conspiracy theory that claims our feathered friends are actually government spy drones in disguise. Yes, you heard that right. Spy drones. I know, it sounds crazy. Birds, drones. It seems like something out of a science fiction movie. But hear me out. These theorists present some evidence that's hard to ignore if you squint really hard and ignore all logic. They argue that the technology exists and has been in use for years. The theory suggests that these avian spies are constantly watching us, recording our every move, and reporting back to their government overlords. Imagine that. Every chirp and flutter being a data point. They say the government chose birds because they're inconspicuous. They blend into our daily lives seamlessly. They're everywhere and nobody pays them much attention. We walk by them every day without a second thought. Except, of course, for the occasional picnic basket raid. That's when they really get our attention. But hey, even spies need lunch, right? So, next time you see a bird, maybe give it a second look. Who knows what secrets it might be hiding?
One of the biggest pieces of evidence these theorists cling to is the eyes. They believe that the eyes of birds hold the key to their surveillance capabilities. Have you ever seen a bird blink? No? That's because they don't. Or at least not in the way we do. According to the theory, this is because they have super advanced cameras for eyes, constantly recording everything around them. These cameras are said to be more advanced than any technology we currently possess. They say real birds wouldn't need to blink as often as we do. Their eyes are designed to stay open for long periods, capturing every detail. They have a special third eyelid. This third eyelid, or nictitating membrane, is believed to protect their camera-like eyes while still allowing them to see.
Then there's the issue of flight. How do these creatures manage to stay in the air for so long? Birds can fly effortlessly for hours, sometimes even days. This incredible stamina is another point of contention for the theorists. How do they do it? The conspiracy theorists have an answer for that too. Tiny, silent engines powered by the government. These engines are supposedly hidden within their bodies, allowing for seamless and silent flight. They say if you listen closely, you can almost hear the whirring of miniature propellers. These sounds are said to be masked by the natural noises of the environment. Just kidding, you can't. Because birds fly by flapping their wings. But let's not spoil their fun. The beauty of nature is often more fascinating than any conspiracy theory.
And what about those times when birds perch on power lines? Have you ever wondered why they choose those specific spots? The theorists claim they're not just taking a break, they're recharging. Yes, you heard that right. They say the birds are secretly absorbing electricity to power their surveillance equipment. Imagine tiny spies in the sky, gathering data and recharging on the go. It all makes sense now, doesn't it? The perfect cover for a covert operation.
Those aren't bird droppings on your car, it's government-issued battery acid, or so the theory goes. Of course, scientists and, well, anyone with a basic understanding of biology will tell you that birds perch on power lines because they offer a safe and convenient resting spot. It's all about safety and vantage points. They'll also tell you that birds don't have any internal mechanisms for absorbing and storing electricity. It's simply not biologically possible. But hey, who are you going to believe, scientists or conspiracy theorists? Sometimes the wildest ideas are the most fun to entertain.
Let's talk about those unblinking eyes again. The conspiracy theorists claim that birds don't blink because they are constantly recording, their camera eyes always watching.
But as always, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Birds actually do blink, just not as often as humans. They have a special third eyelid called a nictitating membrane that moistens and cleans their eyes without obstructing their vision.
It's a perfectly natural adaptation that helps them fly and hunt. But, you know, government-issued super eyes sound way cooler. So, are birds really government spy drones? Probably not. But it's fun to think about, isn't it? There's something inherently amusing about imagining our feathered friends leading double lives as government operatives. It's like a Pixar movie gone rogue.
The next time you see a bird, take a moment to appreciate its beauty, its grace, and its ability to make you question everything you thought you knew about avian anatomy and government surveillance. In the end, the bird drone conspiracy theory is just that, a theory. There's no real evidence to support it, and it's probably best not to take it too seriously. After all, the world is a strange and wonderful place, full of mysteries and marvels. We don't need to invent conspiracies when reality itself is often stranger than fiction.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I hear a strange buzzing sound coming from my pet parrot.